Hello. We want to take a good second to say thank y'all for wanting to know more about Shift at SEO Scholars and for just willing to invest some time into finding more and learning more about SEO. So here at SEO, we have a wonderful team. As you can see, it begins with Miss Amanda Roseman, who serves as our Chief Impact Officer. And then we have Brandy Kennedy, who serves as the Vice President of Post-Secondary Initiatives. My name is Raphael Orozco, and I work as a ninth grade recruiter, and I also scholar advise the ninth graders.
And I'm Carrington LeGrand. I'm also a ninth grade recruiter and advisor. And we wanted to take the time out to say thank you again for coming to this presentation. And we hope that you get a lot of information about what we're doing, our mission, and the hope that you will, as a ninth grader, join and participate in what we're doing here at SEO. Heidi Laus is our 10th grade scholar advisor, and Michaela Leek is our 11th grade scholar advisor as well.
So a little bit about myself. I love letting people know about me because I was a former educator and I love learning about my students, where they come from and all the different stories that they tell me. So a little bit about myself. I am a first generation college student. I was the first one in my family to go on to UNC Charlotte, get my undergrad, got my master's degree from UNC Charlotte. I actually taught history for about 4 years at the high school space. And during my time at St. Stephen's High School, I also coached football, basketball, and it was awesome because during my time at St. Stephen's High School, I actually went to school there. So giving back to that community that kind of groomed me to be the person I am, it was just a wonderful experience. I'm also a big time football fan, so I love me some Baltimore Ravens. We're going to win the Super Bowl this year. But yeah, that's a little bit about myself.
Thanks, Ruff. Similar, I'm also a former educator myself. I actually taught in the elementary spaces for about 8 years, transitioned into this role, and have loved it ever since. Interest of myself, I enjoy to read. I'm also a sports fan, a lifelong learner, value my friends and family. I'm a graduate from UNCG, and I am very, very close to getting my graduate's degree from the University or North Carolina A&T. So when we talk about the program, first we have to talk about what we are here at Shift Ed, and we are a mission-based nonprofit that focuses on boldly accelerating student potential. And here at SEO Scholars, what we're doing is the goal and the hope is to create a more equitable society that really builds a foundation for the students who are excluded or from those minority individuals or communities and underserved communities in a goal or in an effort to build the foundational awareness as it relates to academic and overall success of the individual. So both nonprofits came together to form what we call Shift Ed SEO Scholars with the hope to advance and to prepare and to build a more equitable society in a various amounts of pathways as it relates to Shift Ed. But here at SEO, our goal is particularly catered towards the ninth grade student who has the desire to go to the four-year university of their choosing. And our mission is just to prepare you for what it looks like and to ensure that you are going to succeed and be successful in that pathway.
So let's talk about college. The goal here isn't just high school and graduation, it's getting you through that whole journey and beyond. So that is college. Let's talk about what entails an SEO scholars. Well, I do want to just kind of emphasize that a lot of times our students don't know or see what resources are out there in place to really kind of create a foundation for that student to go on and be able to pursue their lifelong dreams of maybe going to college, graduating, and doing something big in their lives. And we often call this thing the opportunity gap because a lot of times, like I mentioned, those students just aren't shown the resources out there in place. So luckily, for us, we have SEO scholars, we have Shift Ed that are here to just kind of help restructure and re-emphasize that, hey, we have this stuff here. Let's expose it to our community because the goal is to provide as many possible resources as we can for that student's success. So some little things, some graduation rates. Let's take a look at those. A lot of times when students go to college and they are sometimes from those excluded communities and things of that sort, they only go on to have a 20% college graduation rate, which is extremely low. If we take out backgrounds and things of that sort and just look at all statistics of college students that go on to actually graduate, we're looking at about 60%. So a little better, but not by a whole lot. If you become an SEO scholars, however, we have an 85% college graduation rate. Now that right there is astonishing. I definitely want to be a part of that group versus the other two because what it's telling me is that you're going to go on to graduate college, and that is the goal here at SEO. So some other benefits about SEO scholars and us putting students into these college spaces. 80% of all our college graduates are actually attending a highly competitive school. So looking here at North Carolina, your Chapel Hills of the world, your Dukes. If we even look out of state, we are putting students into places like the Ivy Leagues, MITs, Penn, Harvard, and places like that. But we do have a 100% college acceptance rate. So that is 100%. Your student will get into a four-year university. So I'm getting ready to turn it over to my partner Carrington over here. So he's going to talk a little bit about the program and what it entails.
Thank you so much, Raphael. So the SEO Scholars program here in North Carolina, Guilford County, we are a hybrid model program. So that means that the majority of our program is going to exist in the virtual world. So there is a balance and there's the hybridness of it. But for the most part, you have to be comfortable with learning online. It's one of the big components of our program here in North Carolina. But don't fret, because as long as you are this motivated student who desires to go to this four-year university, and we can help build some prioritization skills, and you have this desire to ultimately make it to a four-year university, we will ensure that you graduate if you have made up in your mind that this is something that you want to do. It's something that you have made a priority. It's something that you're dedicated to, that being your academic success, but again, overall success. So the program is consisting in the virtual world where they're throughout the week, Monday through Thursdays, you're going to be tasked, or Monday through Fridays, you'll be tasked to complete maybe one module that is asynchronously given to you. And what I mean when I say asynchronously is that you're doing that particular assignment on your own without a teacher giving you the coursework. Right. And then on Saturdays throughout the school year, for you, that would be your spring semester as a ninth grader. You will be participating on Saturdays in something that we call synchronous learning. And what happens during synchronous learning is you're going to be on your computer from about 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And you'll see more about the schedule a little bit later. But from 9 to 2, you're working with your instructor. And we call those synchronous learning days. That same type of synchronous learning days happens during the summertime, during our 5-week academic program as well. So the two folds of the dynamic of our program is that there are 1 to 2 hours of asynchronous learning throughout the week during the spring semester while you're in school. And then synchronously, you are doing your academics from 9 to 2 on Saturdays. And then during the summertime, it's that 5-week program. I'll get more into that as well. But we're also looking for individuals who want to be a part of a community. We tap in and we really brag about the community here at SEO Scholars because we understand the power of like-minded individuals that are coming from all various areas of our district. So we're having students coming from Dudley, A&T Middle College, Page, High Point Central, High Point Andrews, Grimsley. We have students all around the district with the same mindset that I want to go to a four-year university and I want to graduate. I want to be successful in my academics and in my overall growth as a ninth grade student and beyond. So we're really excited about our program, about our community building aspects, because we understand that this is one of the biggest foundational tools as it relates to growth and success. And that is simply having fun, getting to know people who value the same things that we value, having conversations, having positive arguments, and where we could share ideas, critique one another, and ultimately grow into what it means to become or be or exist as an SEO scholar. And when we look at the program elements, we see that we're getting 3.5 years of online supplemental academic curriculum. And the purpose of this is because we understand that the public schools are doing a fantastic job of getting us to where we want to be. And we here at SEO Scholars partner with our public schools in an attempt to build that foundation and to take us over that next step or that next particular area that we could be a resource in, and that is nationally competing and being available to assist as it relates to getting you into that program that you desire to get into, or to be able to get into that college that you really want to go to. We're a resource to help with that, which is why you're getting the 3.5 rigorous online supplemental activities, academics that is specifically revolving around English and math. And this is what happens in your ninth grade year, your 10th grade year, your 11th grade year. The academics looks a little bit different, but I'll go into that a little bit more. And then also into your 12th grade year. So ninth grade, where it's your entry point. So we're focused specifically on getting you recruited, getting you a part of the program as it relates to our admissions process. And then we do have our orientation. Going to your 10th grade year, this is where you get to explore a little bit. So the opportunity to travel and do some college tours becomes a reality. Last summer, our SEO scholars went on a whole North Carolina based travel to college tours where they got to see ECU, they got to see UNC Wilmington and NC State. And it was just a goal or of the mindset that we are exposing our scholars to places that some have seen, but some have not seen, in a way to make the college life more plausible or make it more attainable, and just to gain that exposure of being on a college campus, seeing what it's like, exploring the cities, tasting the food on the college campus, everything that we can to make this more comfortable for you is our goal behind our college tours. And we continue to, go around to different colleges to get you more experience and more exposures in those spaces. Along with your 10th grade year, you're also going to get academic advising, because we understand that first and foremost, you have to be doing what you're doing in your high school spaces. You have to show up as a leader in a sense to where you value your academics apart from SEO, in the sense that you have to establish yourself as a competitive student. And that's going to start with your grades in the high school spaces. And we're there every step of the way. Heidi, as your 10th grade advisor, and Michaela as well, are going to ensure that you are preparing yourself for success. And the only way to do that is to have great grade, have a great mindset towards your grades, to where I'm actively showing up every day in my high school space, because again, I want to go to college and I want to graduate. 11th grade year, there's still college tours, but there's also mentorship that goes on during this grade level too. So at SEO, you're going to participate in this, meaning you're going to get a mentor one-on-one that's going to give you those interpersonal skills, those soft skills, or help develop them, but also skills that relates to your academics, or that could potentially relate to some of your interests. So say you want to go into the medical field, there might be opportunities where you are connected with somebody that is a nurse or that is a doctor that can give you the language and give you the experiences that they have that are immeasurable as it relates to foundational building, based on your career preference or your academic study you're choosing, whether that could be business, whether it could be law. There's just so much opportunities that can come from having a mentor that guides you and propels you into the academic space, but also to the real world too, because there are going to be some instances where I want to give up, or I don't understand how to do a thing, or I'm struggling in this area. And who better to connect with, or who better to have this conversation with an adult who's already been there, as somebody that you can lean on for guidance. And so we really like to highlight that in our 11th grade year. And another component of our 11th grade year is our summer enrichment programs. And during your summer of your 11th grade year, you're going to get the opportunity to participate in one of these summer enrichment programs as it relates to how you've shown up as an SEO scholar from the 9th and the 10th grade. You could get nominated for an enrichment program, such as traveling abroad, doing a specific internship with some of our partners here at SEO, doing some academic studying on a particular college campus with the goal in mind, again, of exposure and realizing what it means to do studies and to study a thing on an actual college campus, which has great benefit for your college experience. And then for those of us that don't necessarily want to learn in in a traditional way, the opportunity to exist in non-traditional academic ways, whether that is studying outside in nature or doing some type of leadership that exists not in a typical academic space, but to expose you to other various forms of academic success. So all of these options become realistic in your 11th grade year, along with SAT prep, because we value and we understand the world that we live in and the power that can come from preparedness. And in your 12th grade year, it's all focused on college access and college readiness. Again, with the college visits you're getting, but we're focused on, hey, how do we make sure and ensure that you have a competitive college application, getting you ready for or reviewing what you've done already with your SAT, financial aid, looking for grant opportunities, trying to figure out what's going to be best or what's the ideal situation for you as an SEO scholar as it relates to getting prepared for college. So 12th grade is specific to college, financial aid, grants, college applications, and ensuring that you're not just ready for this college experience, you're prepared to graduate from that university. And I think one of the biggest components of our program that we kind of left out is that it is a free 8-year program. All of the things that you're getting in the 9th, 10th, 11th grade as it relates to resources, mentorships, college tours, summer enrichment programs, SAT review, financial aid, guidance, all of the things that we are offering, the academic support, the computer that you're going to get, everything is completely free to you. We are just looking for motivated 9th graders who want to participate in something like this. So yes, there is a commitment component that comes with this, but the commitment and the benefit that you're getting from a free program such as SEO Scholars is way more beneficial once you see that you want to be this particular student and scholar and individual that shows up in the world as a leader and ready to perform. Our Saturday Academy that I told you that you're going to participate in during the springtime looks as such. 8:45 to 9:30, advisors Raphael and myself will participate in something that we call an opening circle. And during this time, all we're focused on is, again, figuring out how you're doing today, working on a particular skill, whether it's time management, completing tasks on time, prioritization, creating and continuing in a growth mindset, right? The goal behind the Saturday Academy is the opening circle is to prepare you for the day. And then you go straight into your classes at 9:35, and that's consistent until about 2:15. You get your math, you get your advisory course, and then your 2 hours of ELA support. And during the summertime, during that 5-week program during the summer, Monday through Thursdays, this is what your academic schedule would look like. So you start learning at 9 o'clock and it ends at about 1:30. What you do notice here is that there is no opening circle. We understand that during the summertime that life happens and we don't want to take away your summer. We want you to enjoy that, but we still want to ensure that you're getting the resource that is SEO Scholars. So that does happen from 5 weeks, from about 9 to 1:30, Monday through Thursdays. And then on Friday, Friday during the summer and during the springtime, on Saturdays, I want to say maybe 3 to 4 Saturdays is where we go out into the community and we go to a different college, and you're on that particular college campus. And again, it's all about building our community and exposing us to the idea of a college campus. We've been at Guilford College, we've been at UNCG, North Carolina A&T, High Point University, and we're just building community. We're having a great time. We are eating, right? We're enjoying one another. We're having these like-minded conversations. We are growing, we're developing, and we're ensuring that our community is going to be solid as it relates to SEO Scholars. Here's a mock of our schedule of what it looks like. You can see on the right-hand side, the scheduling that are shaded into the dark orange is our synchronous Saturday academies. Our lightly yellow calendar color code is the ones that we're going to be in person. And then the blue throughout the week is that asynchronous one module that you have to complete on your time, but that's the window that you typically have. The goal is that you complete the particular assignment before the Saturday Academy arises so that you're prepared to engage the content during synchronous Saturdays.
All right, so thank you, Carrington. As Carrington mentioned earlier, our scholars got to participate in a lot of different unique things, one of them being that college tour. So they actually got to go to ECU, which is over here on your far left. They actually got to attend UNC Wilmington, which is right next to it, and be on the beach, some of them for the first time, and really kind of get to figure out, where they want to end up at. The one in the middle, you can kind of see where they got to attend UNC Chapel Hill. And then throughout the Saturday and summer academies, we got to do different activities with our scholars. So me and Carrington took out the winning March Madness team to a bowling event because they put in so much effort. They did all their work. They, busted a lot of time and effort into making sure that they came in first place, and they did. So they got to get that reward for that, and we thanked them and, had a great outing. And it helped build community because a lot of those students, they don't really get to see each other as much. So just the little things like this goes a long way for them. We got to make tie-dye shirts. We got to do different things with marshmallows and spaghetti and trying to build the tallest tower. So we do a lot of unique community building activities that, again, go a long way for these students, these scholars. So I do want to kind of just quickly highlight what an SEO community day looks like. So here in this video, you'll be able to kind of know more about this free 8-year academic supplemental program and see a lot of the cool things that our students got to do while they're in these different college spaces.
SEO Scholar is a learning experience.
SEO Scholars is for students dedicated to their future.
SEO Scholars is an opportunity for starting high schoolers to be what they want to be.
My name is Caden Chapman.
My name is Aloy Martinez.
My name is Beatrice Simu, and I'm an SEO Scholar.
Are we excited? Are we ready?
This is like a cool opportunity.
It kind of gave me more of a reason to think about college.
This program can close that achievement gap compared to their peers for them and get them competitive in the college-going culture.
SEO Scholars experience is an experience that begins in 9th grade for students, and for those who are accepted, we follow them to and through college. So it is an 8-year commitment.
I feel like someone who would be a great fit is someone who's dedicated, hardworking.
As you all apply to college,
They're okay to put in a little extra work to get where they want to get.
But also students who are willing to grow. And we think that that is an important part of the program.
So proud of you either way.
You got it!
Come on, bro.
SEO Scholars was a program that's actually 60 years old in existence that was originally created in New York, serving kind of the New York urban communities. And then their second replication site was in San Francisco. And we were approached about a third replication site here in North Carolina, starting with Guilford County.
We're gonna build some teamwork skills.
Community building is something that we really emphasize and focus on.
You can't use the words, you have to just tell them like lines and drawings.
Dot in the center. Lines going up to the top of the circle, one going to the right of the circle.
We think that the environment which students are engaging, whether that's virtual or in person, is very sacred.
Wow.
I'm not the only one who's like doing it, and like all the students in it like also have the same struggle, so I feel like I'm grateful because I'm not the only one.
We've seen them grow in ways that we never imagined.
With Bush and the Adams?
There it is.
And seeing them blossom as students, seeing them build relationships with one another and their peers and their student advisors, and seeing them start to develop not just the academic pieces, but some of those soft skills around advocating for themselves and their needs and coaching their peers around, completing assignments and showing up and really building that family has been so rewarding.
My dream for as long as I can remember is to go to Harvard Law.
Computer engineering.
Because I want to get into a good school.
You all are putting in work for the future. We want to ensure that they are getting the support that they need, so the academic supplemental education that they receive from SEO helps them along the way and ensures that they are prepared so that when they go off to college, they are graduating from college.
So as you can see, we do a lot of exciting, fun activities, have a lot of great things in place to help these students just to learn soft social skills. Sometimes it's so hard for students to just in their classroom raise their hand. We're trying to make sure that the student learns to advocate for themselves, and we're seeing a lot of growth within that. So it's wonderful to see. Here's just the profile of a scholar we kind of look for. And then it kind of gives you a better picture to really see where you fall yourself into. So again, we look for somebody that's committed to their education, that wants to make SEO Scholars a top priority, and is going to put in the time and effort that it needs. You don't necessarily have to be a straight A student. As long as you're wanting to go from that B to an A, we're here to help you along the way. Or that C to a B. We're just here to grow students overall. We want to make sure that students want to go to a 4-year school. You're highly motivated. Obviously, you have to be a 9th grader. And then essentially, overall, we just want to make sure that they're the right student for the community. So we're going to just sit down with them, have a great conversation, and really see how this student's going to make a scholar for us. So let's talk about how to apply, because it's a big, important thing that we got to discuss. So because the goal here is college, SEO Scholars kind of replicates what goes on in college. You have to apply to be an SEO scholar, just like you have to apply to join an institution, a university. So we do have an application. The application asks for some general information about yourself, the student, things like that. It does have 3 short response questions, but don't let those short response questions scare you. Me and Carrington, we're here to help, and we can always guide a student. But those questions just really ask a lot more about what the student's goals are and what they want to do and things like that. We do ask for a 9th grade report card or an 8th grade transcript, because we know sometimes report cards don't come out till later in the year or later in the fall semester. So we do allow the 8th grade transcript to kind of offset that. We do need proof of income. And the reason we need this proof of income is because whenever the student transitions to the 11th grade year and they get to have that summer enrichment program, we have to just kind of financially see how much we're going to have to budget out to make sure that that student can go possibly study abroad, study at another state, because this is free, and we're going to make sure that that student's flights paid for, hotel, and things like that. Once you've got the application submitted, there is a 30-minute online interview, and this is virtual. And again, it's nothing to be like intimidated by. Me and Carrington, we're probably going to be the ones interviewing you. And what we do is we're just trying to get to know you. Is SEO Scholars the right pathway for you? Are you going to be able to make it a priority and things like that? And then after the interview is done with, we do ask that you take a small, well, I wouldn't say it's small, but it's about an hour to 2 hour assessment. And the reason we have this assessment is because we want to see growth. We want to see that the student continues to grow in SEO. So that's kind of what just helps us get an idea of where the student starts and where they're going to finish. And then after the interview is complete, it's just like college, just like you're waiting in the mail for a letter that says congratulations, you've been admitted. We're going to mimic the same college, pathway. So you'll get a letter in the mail from SEO saying, hey, you've been admitted to SEO Scholars. Congratulations. And then those letters are usually sent out in January, and it's a quick transition because in February we have our freshman orientation. As you can see, it's going to take place February 1st, and it's actually going to happen at A&T. And that's a time to just celebrate our scholars because this is an exclusive program. And if you make it into SEO, you got to get your flowers. Like, we're going to make sure that you feel special because you got selected to be in this program. So real quickly, our application, it's live. Go to our website and complete it. And again, me and Carrington are going to be around. You can email us, you can reach out to us. We're going to try to make our way to all the schools and host application workshops and things like that. But we want to make sure that y'all understand that our application is live and we're here to help you if you need help with that. Some important key dates to just keep in mind. November 17th is our priority application deadline. So what this means is that if you get your application in before the 17th of November, it's kind of like first dibs at the program, first come, first serve. We're going to prioritize those students because they showed that commitment. They put their application in, the sooner, the better, versus somebody that may actually put it in on December 8th. But you do have until December 8th to get that application in. That is our final deadline. If you try submitting an application after December 8th, we're just going to have to unfortunately turn you away. So again, the sooner the better. We're here to help. So let's make sure that these applications get in a lot quicker. In December in 2024 and in January of 2025, we're going to be hosting interviews online. So just keep in mind that we are going to be working around, I know, exams, schedules, maybe different Christmas vacations and things of that sort. So we do have little slots where these students will be able to pick a time that works for them. Now, the biggest thing I mentioned earlier was application workshops. What this means is that me and Carrington might set up at the library, the High Point Library, the Greensboro Library. We may set up at your school to come help you with the application process. And sometimes students just need a little bit of an extra push. And what we mean by that is maybe they're stuck on a short response question that me and Carrington, we go out there and we help these students kind of formulate their thoughts, because a lot of times they know what they want to say. They just don't know how to put it down on a computer. So me and Carrington are just there to help them and essentially make sure that this application gets completed. So I'm going to turn it over to Carrington real quick.
Next steps are as follows. The QR code takes you to our interest form. The interest form then goes into connects you to our website and the application as well. And as Raphael stated, the application is live. So if you looked at his presentation and you looked at our information enough to say that this is for me, complete the interest form, complete the application, visit our website, do what is necessary for you to become an SEO scholar, right? Our website is posted here as well. And then follow us on social media. We have a lot of cool things and a lot of fun things going on consistently. So take a look, explore, and ensure that this is the right community for you. So next steps again, interest form, website, application, and then look for us on social media as well. And as always, Raphael and myself are always here to assist you. You can visit us. You can visit us at our website. You can email us directly. You can call us directly. And any other questions that we have not answered during this process, feel free to reach out and we'll do the best that we can to answer any questions or concerns that you might have. Here is a video of our orientation from last year that we like to celebrate because Raphael and myself, this is our first years as recruiters. So we like to highlight these particular individuals because this was the process that we all went through. So here is our SEO Scholar orientation from last year, and just a deep dive in what that might look like for you as you come on board as well.
My English teacher, Miss Handy, at the beginning of the year, she gave us this little slip about the SEO Scholars program, and I did my little research on it, and I think it would have been a good opportunity for like networking and mentorship and all of the things that I wanted. So when the time came around to apply, I was just like, the worst thing that could happen is I don't get accepted, so just do it.
Raphael, he was at my school and he was passing out brochures and flyers about this program, and that caught my eye. Both of my parents attended college in India. I'm the first one in my family to go to college in America. That's why I was interested and I applied to this program. One thing I'm hoping to learn is like more about the college system and like just like the education system in America and how I can succeed in attaining college and having a balanced student life with extracurriculars, academics, and my personal well-being.
My mom always told me to put my schoolwork first before anything else. I applied to the SEO Scholars because I wanted to be successful in my college years, and I did not want to go to college looking like I didn't know what to do. I'm hoping to get a bunch of leadership. Like, I want them to force me in the right path and not have me out there in the real world confused on what I'm gonna do with my life.
First of all, I'm hoping to meet people who share like-minded interests and somebody that can keep me going and keep me steadied on my path, and also just opportunities to network myself, mentorships, and things around that nature.
I read autobiographies a lot, and when I learned that so many people of different races, ethnicities in America, they've worked hard to struggle, and education is probably the most powerful thing.
I'm a bit worried and excited. It's like a mixture. I'm worried that I'm not gonna do well, and I'm excited that y'all are gonna be with me and got me through college and high school.
Both of my parents are immigrants, so just seeing how much they sacrificed for me to get all these opportunities, literally you have everything here. All you have to do is just start and go from there.
So again, a great opportunity, a wonderful resource, a foundation for success. SEO Scholars has been around the nation for about 60 years, New York specifically, 20 years in San Francisco. This is our third year here in Guilford County, North Carolina, and we've just started a new hybrid model in Miami. So the networking components that you're getting from this program are extraordinary. The resources are so beneficial. And as we highlight often, and many times, and many times over, it is completely free. So if you feel as though this is the program for you, please, application is here, advisors are here, and we're just prepared for you to join us and make SEO a priority in your life.
Yes, so please do not be hesitant to reach out. Like I said, I'm going to make my rounds around all of Guilford County schools. I'm here to help. Karen's is here to help. We're here to have a blast with y'all, so let's make the most of this.
Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
All right.
We were trying to do a recording. Hey, I'm sorry. How you doing?
Okay, you mind if I get just a little couple chops?
I don't know. Take care.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
What'd you think?
I think it went good. What you think?
You talking to me?
I'm sorry.